everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how Shekel is using artificial intelligence to transfer the autonomous retail sector. So let's talk about how we buy grocery retail, whether it's from very large stores all the way down to your urban store, or even down to a small vending machine where we just get a water out of the machine. And some of the difficulties that this industry is facing. Generally, they want to get closer to the clients, but with the right variety. So not everybody can go into a very large store with 45,000 different products. So retail has a tendency to say, I want to get closer to the clients wherever they are. The challenge with this is, how do I know exactly what to put in these stores? Because I can maybe put 10,000 products or 5,000 products in them. And that's a challenge for them. How to get the right product in front of the right audience, exactly where the audience is. There's some inherent efficiencies as well. If you put so many products on shelves, you need to transport them, but then you may not sell them for the next 2 weeks. Or the shelves are understocked. You don't actually know exactly what's on the shelf in any particular moment. Another challenge that we always talk about is operating 24/7 in hospitals, in transport, even in commercial areas. People operate more than just 10 hours a day, and retailers would like to continue to offer you this 24/7, but there's a challenge. They will need to man these normally. They will need to be present exactly where at the time that you're buying. Maybe lastly is your whole customer journey. You walk in a very large supermarket with a cart, pick up the product, then take them off, pay for them in a certain way, put them back on the cart. This whole process has an efficiency in it, and the customer journey today is not that comfortable. So how does Shekel bring products to the market to alleviate some of the challenges of the grocery retail industry? And the approach that the company took is that we want to be holistic. We want to understand all the locations that people shop in and offer a variety of solutions to tackle them and help them be more automated. We have been in the self-checkout for 10 years now and offering solutions within the self-checkout, but now decided to enlarge the envelope, if you will, of the products that we offer. And let's talk about some of the examples that we bring to market. Our first product was Smart Fridge, or InnoVending. The idea is that if you go to a vending machine today and you just press a button and a Coke or Powerade bottles falls off, that would be normally your whole engagement. But what if the fridge could actually be a fridge where products are laid on shelves and you can actually open the door? And that's exactly what we brought to market, a smart fridge that allowed the clients to open the door and see all the products on shelves. That means dairy products and salads and healthy food and ready meals all can be placed on shelves, and the client just open the door, can view the product, see if he likes it or not, return it if he or she doesn't like it, and then close the door. And all the products that they took are now a transaction that was completed based on this autonomous fridge. We've seen very nice reception in different locations, in commercial companies, in transport station, in hospitals. A very large amount of fridges going into fitness centers in Belgium. A few fridges in the US in different locations, and we even got our first activity in Australia with about 20 of these fridges going into the market in the next few months. So we're seeing this very nice reception of this small store that closed the gap between your regular vending and a larger store. A different example is something that was brought to market only in the last 1.5 years in the form of a smart cart. So think about your journey in a supermarket today. You take a cart, you walk through the aisles, you take all the products that you want and put them on the cart, and then you go to a payment system, whether it's manned or unmanned, in the self-checkout, and you take all the products off the cart, you pay for them, and then you put them back on the cart to go. What if you could complete the whole journey on the cart itself? Which is exactly what we bring to market, a smart cart that has the self-checkout embedded within the cart. So your journey as a client will be a lot faster and much more natural, if you will, that you'll just go through the cart, through the aisles, whatever product you want, you scan, and you put it in the cart. And the transaction is then completed as soon as you leave the store. We know how you pay, and we know which products are on the cart. And the association of the cards to you as a client, plus knowing how you pay, is how the whole loop is finished, completed, if you will. With it, there's a whole new variety of solutions that or different examples is the whole autonomous stores. Autonomous stores would be a store of, let's say, 40, 50 square meter or even larger, where people just walk in, take whatever they want and walk out. Obviously, it's not as simple as that. We know how the client is going to pay when he comes or she comes in, and then we associate products to the client as they walk through the stores, and that's the way the transaction is completed. These all are examples of how we can help retailers automate processes that to them is difficult today. And we are looking to do more of bringing these solutions to market in the next 1 or 2 years. So how do we do this? What's the magic in the tech behind the ability to do this? Well, Shekel has been in technology, and especially sensor technology, for the last 40 years. We became very good in making those type of sensors. They're called load cells, and they measure weight digitally. And Shekel is one of the world leader in developing and creating these very unique sensors that ours have been significantly faster and more accurate over the years. But what we've done in the last 5-6 years is adding algorithm of artificial intelligence and machine learning capability to effectively create a new piece of tech, a new enabling piece of tech that allows us to do everything that you saw in the solutions that we offer. We're not talking about AI like reading your text. We're talking about artificial intelligence by which it allows us to, within very little effort, if you will, or very little sensors, to create artificially a grid out of a shelf. So we take a normal shelf that you see on a supermarket, 100 centimeter by 40, and we artificially divide it into a grid using these sensors and a lot of data read from each of them to create an understanding of anything that happens on the shelf. And the way we understand it is to a very high resolution. So effectively, we can weigh every little element or every little square centimeters, if you will, of this grid, and understand any variation of weight in it to a very high resolution. What that means is that effectively, if you take a pasta barilla sauce from a certain location of the shelf, I know. If you returned it to somewhere else, we know. So basically, everything that we do in terms of gathering data from a shelf allows us to uniquely identify products later. The way we add machine learning into this is that once we identified a certain product and your purchasing as a client proves to us that that was the product, that unique product is now getting into as another element into our algorithm with the machine learning. So every time you'll buy a product, we know it, and we know the way of this particular product at the time. And that adds to what we call our statistical analysis model, which is our own unique model that we built to understand grocery retail products. That together was a technology that was awarded 4 Gold Partner Awards with Intel in the last 2 years. And we've seen its superiority comparing against camera, for example. People talking about cameras detecting products. We've seen in the last 2 years that our ability of weighing technology plus AI is far superior in terms of detection to any other solutions that exist in the market on the technology front. And we're looking to continue in developing this capability going forward.